Welcome back! Nora is now here with me. It seems that if you want to be here together, you need to go via the Agura book and not via the Nexus. This location is also accessible via the Nexus. I guess that's a public one then or something, and this is the neighborhood one. And this is also why we did Arcana and Anane in Nora's instance using these accounts, so she would already be able to get here. Otherwise, you can't be here together.
I have to say, when we did it, the very first time we played it, and we were using my instance, when I linked from the cleft here, and Sven linked in, I just somehow had this idea that my linking had pulled him into Kavir. And it was only much later that you told me how you got here.
Because I just used, well, I probably used the Agora book. I thought I used the Nexus, but apparently I was wrong about that. Because that didn't work, as we just discovered. You can see Agora from here. You just barely make out the Arch of Karaf.
Of course, this location is so evocative because of Myst and Riven, and if you read the books, they live here for quite a bit of the time. And in Myst 5, the bubbles here.
Yes. All of the Cyan-made Myst games include this location. Which ties all of them together.
Oh, no.
Sorry?
Myst 4 wasn't made by them.
No, it wasn't made by Cyan, so that's why I said Cyan-made, because it's not in Myst 3 and 4. There is an Nexus pedestal here, which, if you register your key, allows you to come back here via the Nexus, although apparently that does not take you to the neighborhood instance. Now this section of Kavir is not accessible in the Complete Chronicles version. It was accessible in Myst 5, of course, when the tablet was here. Strangely enough, even though this is in the cavern, even if you have calibrated your key, the coordinates won't work. I'm just looking around up here, even though there's nothing really here except these two windows.
I just love the architecture here. I love to take screenshots and then use these images.
Yeah. This is, I always like just having the window and then take a picture of that. That's a very nice image to put in your viewer.
Oh, you're taking them on the key.
Yeah, I'm taking a key picture there just so we can put it on the viewer later. It's always nice. Okay. Well, if you've been here in Myst 5, you know this little passage down here. Takes you into this hallway, which I guess also leads down to the basement or something. That path is blocked.
In Myst 5, you get bats floating around down there.
Yeah, and of course there's all the earthquakes all the time there. And the save thing is sitting here. Yeah, and the borrower here as well. Which is not true here. None of those things are. Here we are on the other side of these slits, so we can see the window from here. This must have been a pretty nice place to live. Although a bit too much cathedral-like in my for my tastes. Probably wouldn't want to live here myself. And here we come to the beginning and the end. And the nice thing here is if you listen to the music, it
yes,
has some notes of the original Myst theme in there. A mosaic on the floor, which is supposed to depict Rhinaref, but which I have been told recently is actually one of the original designers of Myst. And of course we can see the desk here, where Atreus sat, writing in the Riven book.
Can you sit on it? Can you sit on that desk?
No, I don't
Can you
think
sit on that?
I don't think so. Unfortunately, Atreus' outfit is not here. And neither, by the way, is the note from the end of Complete Chronicles. Strange that even though there aren't any earthquakes, still the lamps are swinging. Somebody has cleaned up here a lot since Myst, because there was a lot more junk lying around here back in Myst. Of course, this location, the very first time chronologically that it shows up in the Myst series, is in the first novel, when Gen locks Atreus in here with only the Riven descriptive book to get him out. He blocks the exits, and it's actually blocked off by a cave-in, I think. Or no, Atreus tries to escape, then causes a cave-in, making sure that there is no way out of this room, or was back then, except that Riven descriptive book that his father had left there, which was an obvious trap, but since he had nowhere else to go, he went there anyway, met Catherine, and the rest is history. Then later, after he moved to Myst with Catherine and the two of them had their two sons, Cirrus and Ekenar, he did not return to Dunny for a very long time, because he knew that if he went back to Dunny, he would have to take a Myst linking book with him to get back to Myst, which he would then have to leave behind here in Kavir. And he was afraid that if Gen might one day escape from Riven, he'd be able to get back to Kavir and then find that Myst linking book and be able to follow them and take his revenge. So that's why he was very reluctant to come back to Dunny. However, he hadn't counted on Cirrus and Ekenar, who tricked Catherine into going to Riven, and then tricked Atreus into coming back here to this room. I think they told Catherine actually that Atreus had gone to Riven. That's how they tricked her. I'm not sure how they tricked Atreus into coming here. What Atreus did not know is that Cirrus and Ekenar had in fact sabotaged his Myst book by tearing one page out of it, so that Atreus was once again trapped in this room, the same place where he was trapped by Gen in his childhood. He was now again trapped by his own sons, and since the cave-in hadn't been cleared and he couldn't do that by himself, he couldn't get out. Until, of course, the stranger, some 200 years before now, found the Myst book, took care of his sons, and then rescued him. The cave-in blocking this room was not cleared until the beginning of the Book of Dunny, the third Myst novel, which takes place sometime between Riven and Myst 3, I believe, because I don't think Yisha has been born yet by that point. And in that novel, Atreus has gathered some help from other ages, and they break through the cave-in so they can explore the rest of Kavir and then make it into the city itself, where they can look for linking books and try to find Dunny survivors. If you want to know the rest of that story, read the book yourself. Okay, I've been standing around here talking for quite a while, and I know that some of you hate it when I do that. Just want to fill you in on the history of this wonderful place.
I think you have to share this, don't you?
Yeah, and there is a book here in the middle, which wasn't here in Complete Chronicles. And hey, that looks familiar. This one doesn't need to be shared, so I'm going to share this with Nora. Of course, knowing our luck, this will probably not work anyway. And if you have played Completed Chronicles, you probably may have guessed this already. Although we did it in a different order last time.
I forgot there was a sparkly here.
We come back to Myst, and there is indeed a sparkly. Unfortunately, we can't get out. And unlike in Complete Chronicles, you also cannot get into the fireplace.
And this is where I pick up a new outfit.
Yes, Catherine's outfit. Oh, and this one didn't disappear.
No, if you wanted it, you could have it.
No, I don't want it. It's a shame that Atreus' outfit is not in Kavir, because we could have dressed up as Atreus and Catherine. I guess you're gonna have to do with me wearing the great tree shirt. We'll continue.
Which is very fetching anyway.
We'll continue in the next video.